Hello, my name is Brittany and welcome back to my channel. And today you'll be watching a pre-moving vlog.
It's Brittany, bitch.
That was the most awkward intro of my fucking life. But anyway, we are moving to North Carolina. So in order to do that, we have to fucking pack and shit. And I would show you my room more illuminated, but unfortunately for some reason, I think our lights are just really yellow that we put in and they're very like soft lighting, but it makes my camera make everything look fucking yellow and it's like god awful and I can't fix it. So we're here with my lights off and it's after 5. So it's a little dark, but I couldn't do this any earlier. But we are doing a pre-moving vlog. I kind of wanted to like show you guys just like the mayhem moving because my life is pretty put together. I'm one of those people that when people walk in my house, they think it looks like IKEA. I'm very organized, but during moving, it's a little bit of a hot mess express. I don't know if you can see, but that is all my clothes on the floor that I'll be wearing for the next like 2 fucking weeks. And there we have a moving box right there. And then I have all like my daily stuff I'm using down here on the fucking floor because I sold my dresser. So that's wonderful. And then if we go into the fucking bathroom, I have all my stuff I need on a daily basis. My bathroom has literally never looked so messy in my fucking life. It's disgusting. There's so much shit absolutely everywhere. And of course, all of my dirty clothes. I mean, you guys, it's just a mess. I'm personally struggling. I am not a fan of mess in my house and I haven't even shown the rest of the house, but I will. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys a little bit of the process. Maybe I'll get some clips of us moving or maybe the movers moving our stuff because we're technically having people come move for us because we're packing everything, but it's just really hard like also knowing how to like move stuff correctly into a truck. You know what I'm saying? So we hired professional movers just to move our stuff into a truck and then we'll unload the stuff when we get to North Carolina. We'll also have our 2 brothers there to help us. So there's gonna be 4 of us to help move into the new place. I'm also finishing up work. Work has been like okay. I'm just really trying to like get everything together for my backup, Kelly, who's watching all my stuff while I'm out of the office. Bless her. Kelly, if you're watching this, you probably aren't. I love you so much, sweetie. I love you. And she's wonderful. And she's been watching my stuff for basically almost 2 weeks while I take off. So hopefully I have a lot of good content for you guys and I will show you guys around the house a little bit later. But right now, like it's bare bones, dude. It's bare bones. Today we sold a fan, a bookshelf, and my dresser. It's been wild as fuck. And that's only just today. And also, by the way, on that fucking dresser, I got over 60 offers within 24 hours. What the fuck? I'm literally shook about that. I have no idea why so many people wanted dressers, but I'm really glad that it went to people who I just found out had their car stolen last weekend and they're expecting a second baby. So they're getting a new dresser. So bless them. I hope they have a wonderful fucking day. And the other people I sold the bookshelf to, they work at the hospital and their father had to be admitted to the hospital yesterday. And I'm just like, oh my God, everybody's just having a fucking mess. And I'm really glad I'm selling it to these people who are really fucking nice and they didn't try to undercut me or anything. So I hope you all have a blessed fucking life. And the fan lady was fucking weird, but that's fine. So anyway, that is my update. I will keep you guys abreast of any changes. But for now, we're about a week out from the actual moving date, like the actual date that we are like leaving for North Carolina. We're almost there, guys. I'm so fucking excited to leave New Mexico. You actually have no idea. I will make videos about everything later, but like, just so we're clear, can I be happier to fucking leave? Today was interesting. It was a very hectic, stressful day, and after work we were like, we need to go out and like do something. So I'm here getting gas, and then I'm gonna go get Starbucks because I don't care if it's 5 p.m., which it is. I really would like just like a decaf caramel frappuccino. Like when you're really stressed out, you have like a really long day, you tend to like crave certain things. That's one of the things that I crave is like caffeine and sugar, but I don't give myself the caffeine if it's like after 1 p.m. But a caramel frappuccino is very calming to me. I think it's also one of the first thing I ever tried from Starbucks actually when I was a kid. And my mom always used to get on road trips. So it's like kind of one of the one things that I like, it's like a comfort thing. So I'm gonna go get one of those, and then I have to go to the fucking prescription place, whatever it's called, the pharmacy, because my prescription rejected because my insurance rejected because it's after the first of the year and I didn't update it because I haven't got my prescription yet. We are very excited to move, but getting our work ready to leave is like definitely been kind of stressful. I think it's almost more stressful than moving because I know so many things are going to pop up when I am out of the office, and I'm really trying to make the least amount of work for my backup as humanly possible because I know how much work it is. So we're just wrapping everything up. We're really trying here. So I think on top of that, we're both getting really bad anxiety about the whole situation, but it's because it's very stressful. But I think for me, on top of that as well, is just the fact that I'm still having symptoms from my sinus infection, which I know sounds really dumb, but my sinus infection was like completely neurological. Like I still feel right now, I feel like I'm kind of on a boat. I feel like I'm moving, even though I know I'm not actually moving, and I get tingling in my head and I get like sinus headaches, and then I get so much pressure right here, it kind of feels like I can't think. And it's a really scary thing, and it was terrifying when it was happening, and it's still kind of happening. Even though I went to 2 different doctors, they said the infection's obviously gone. It's just like taking a long time to leave because it was so deep and it's a closed cavity. But it's just frustrating because I've done so much shit like every single fucking day to get rid of it. Like the amount of vitamins that I'm taking, and that's what their suggestion was just up my vitamins. I'm like, I'm already taking so much that like my stomach can't handle it, and it's just too much. Like I can't actually get that many fucking vitamins in my body. I don't really know what else to do to make it go away faster because these symptoms are scary. Like I don't want to have them when I'm on the road. I don't want to have them at the hotel because I'm already stressed out. Like it's already like a stressful situation, and having those symptoms on top of anxiety symptoms is just, it's too much on top of like stress, and you feel like nauseous. Like it's just not a fun time. It's really not a fun time. And I've never had a sinus infection have those kind of symptoms, but I've literally been on Mucinex since November, and it's definitely been helping. I just don't know when the fuck I can like stop this shit, but like I'm just waiting for it to go away, but I don't really know what else to do to like get it to like fully go away because each day is different. Like each day I feel like I'm getting better, but then like some days I feel like certain symptoms are worse, and then other days the symptoms kind of go away, and the next day it kind of comes back. And the doctor said that they're basically like ping-ponging around in there, and I just kind of have to wait it out. But I'm just getting really frustrated because we're moving next week. And like I really don't want to be having any of these scary neurological symptoms when we're moving in the middle of winter. And dude, like it's gonna be like 35 degrees and snowing when we're leaving and through mountains and stuff, and it's stressful. Like I really just want everything to like be very chill. So I'm manifesting that it's a lot warmer, and I really just like all my symptoms to go away, especially the scary ones where it feels like I'm moving, that I'm having actually really bad right now. It's really not a fun time, and I haven't really had them all day. And I just feel like, of course, like the minute I go outside and have to go to my car, I'm having the symptoms. I think sometimes it's stress related. Sometimes I just think it's subconscious at this point. I just really don't fucking know. But anyway, it's ready for me to get gas. I'm gonna get gas. I'll catch up with you guys later. I know that the sun is shining out of this side, and I'm really sorry, but I just want you to know that this is the last time at my Trader Joe's right here on Holly Avenue, and this place is the GOAT. Like honestly, I'm gonna miss it so much. I just went and got my like non-refrigerated items for the trip. I just got a whole bunch of like chips and stuff, and I'm not really like a big chip person. I definitely prefer my food refrigerated or like cooked. So getting food for the trip is kind of a little bit difficult, but I just got a hug from my favorite people in there. I'm so glad I saw him because he's one of the first people I actually met when I was here, and I found out that he also from California. So we kind of connected over that. We lived in the same area across town, and he just gave me a big hug, and I'm a little sad. I also just like love the way that this Trader Joe's is like laid out. Like, you know, you just like find your place. Trader Joe's, Holly Avenue, Albuquerque. That's it. So anyway, that was my update. It's now Saturday. We are moving. Well, technically, we're packing up our stuff on Monday. We're actually leaving New Mexico on Tuesday. So I'll give you guys more of an update later on. Okay, listen up. So we are finally in the hotel. It is Sunday. So that means that we basically packed up our entire house, like wrapped up our mattresses, all that good stuff. Everything's wrapped up. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to have the movers arrive at 8 a.m. and we're going to finally move everything into the truck, and then the cleaners are coming. This day already kind of sucked. I would say in terms of a rose and a thorn, you know, like rose is a good thing, a thorn is a bad thing. The thorn was definitely moving everything out of the house today, I thought. And my rose definitely was my shower, because when I had a lovely shower, my brother brought in some Sonic tater tots and I got to try them fresh. So it was delightful. Getting fed anything in the shower is just supreme. But anyway, the new thorn is that Kalinka, the cat, she decides to take a shit, which is fine, and mid-shit starts throwing up. So what she does, she hunkers down and she sits on her shit, and then she proceeds to smear that shit all over the goddamn fucking room. And we didn't really bring a whole lot of cleaning implements, okay? Like we didn't. We brought a couple of things, thank God. So we had to clean shit off the floor and give her a fucking shower. So that was really fun, and it stinks in here, and I'm really pissed because it's, you know, what time is it? It's like past, yeah, it's 9:15. We wanted to be in bed by 9 every night because we're waking up early every single day. So we really wanted to make sure that we were in bed between like 9 and 9:30 every single night, like actually asleep, like lights off, like at least giving us time to like go to bed and like rest our bodies, you know. Well, Kalinka made sure that wasn't gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a little on edge now, hoping God that doesn't happen again, because it's like, what if we don't catch it in time? Because I think like if she throws up or something in our sleep and we don't hear her, which I doubt because I'm a very light sleeper, but I mean, I think we got it just in time. We didn't like sink into the carpet or anything, but this was not a great start to the whole moving shebang at all. Anyway, today's been a shit show. Not happy about it. A shit show. Literally, this day just did not go as I expected. And I feel like this move is so much more difficult than the move from California to New Mexico. I think in part is because we moved from California to New Mexico. We only had to stay one night in a hotel. We're spending 4 nights in a hotel. So tonight is the first night, okay? And then tomorrow is the second night. And we're still in New Mexico, but we're picking my brothers from the airport, and we're finally leaving Tuesday morning. And then that is the 3rd day in a hotel. That one has a jacuzzi, thank God. So we'll be using that. And the 4th day in the hotel is going to be in Nashville. I just feel like the process is so long and drawn out, especially with the cat. I just feel like cats do not travel very well, especially cats that are not like outdoor cats that like being outside. She really struggles with it. She doesn't eat if we're like not in the room. So we went to go to the pool for 30 minutes and came back. She hadn't eaten a single thing. I'll fill you guys in tomorrow, which is Monday the 23rd. Let you know how it's going. But honestly, I can't wait for like the whole thing be fucking over. Like I'm kind of done right now. I feel like I always like moving, but I feel like moving is like birth. You know how people like always give birth and then they are like, I'm never gonna do it again, and then they have a kid a year later. It's like you forget how bad it is because you enjoy the experience so much. Like moving to a new place and stuff is so good. It's so like cathartic. It feels so good to like have a new place and move to somewhere new, but like the actual moving is like god awful. That's my comparison. Anyway, bye. So we are finally moved in to our new place, and not everything's 100% done yet, but at this point it's like 90% done. So I feel pretty comfortable in showing you, but I am sorry that I did not show you more of the process. It was just such a mess. Our bedrooms are probably the most done at the entire house. We just have like a few things here and there. So let me show you around. This is my workstation. I'm gonna hang something up here. Of course, my calendar, all my fun junk for my work, and this is my lovely view. Here is my bedroom. I got my meditation pillow. I got all my little knickknacks out. So what's gonna change is those pink sheets are gonna be gone. They're gonna be brown because I feel like the theme of this room needs to be like cream, gray, and beige, okay? Because the pink just doesn't really work anymore. I mean, I guess it still does against gray, but since this room is gray, it just kind of like changed what I had to do completely. I still need to get little brown things for underneath my nightstand because I still don't have that. I also still need painting. I don't know what I'm gonna put there yet. And then I'm also gonna put some macrame in my bathroom, but let me move this because it should be, usually is in my bathroom. This is my Kindle Fire. So here is my bathroom now. It's a lot better. And again, here's this like god awful brown. The brown just doesn't really work anymore, especially because if you can tell, this gray is a lot darker than that gray. The grays are very, very different. This is the light gray gray they want the entire house painted. And this is the gray that's in the bathroom. That was there like a long time ago. So this is what you'll see when you go into my bathroom. This is usually what you should see. It's always pretty nice. I have a lot of trash over there. Don't pay attention to that. But listen, I'm planning on putting some macrame in the corner over here. I think it'd be really cute. Keep all of that like water damage. They just got a new roof in November, so that's probably why. And I feel like this is the world's smallest shower, but I think it's just because I'm used to a very large walk-in shower. This is also beige and white, if you couldn't tell, because I'm trying to go with still like a beige and white theme, so whenever I move out eventually, in a couple of years, it'll work. Also, I'm gonna show you what my bathroom used to look like. When I first moved, it was like god-awful. It was disgusting. It was crazy, and now it's nice. And here's my dresser section. So it's not 100% yet, but I think that's pretty much what I'm gonna put here. I feel like it's too intense to put anything else above here. There's already a whole lot of crap going on. So I have like my humidifier, my salt lamp, some of my crystals, my perfumes, all that fun junk, and of course like most of my jewelry, which I have a lot of. And this was a TV mount that was left by the previous tenant, which I will be eventually taking down and putting something else up, but don't know yet. My brother is out getting a dinner, so I'll show you his room really quick. So this is his like nautical themed room. It's very pretty, and I helped him put it together. And there's Kalinka. Our landlords were just here today, and they're helping us put up the curtains because he wants curtains in his room too. Our landlords are amazing, by the way, and they literally put them up in like 2 seconds. That's his workstation, and we have his dresser right here. And then he has a little tiny walk-in closet over there. And then this is his little bathroom. It's super cute. It's definitely a little bit tinier than he was used to though. That's for sure. We still got to keep his original painting. And this dark gray in here, I think works for his colors for sure. Once he has his curtains up, it'll look really cute, but these are my contribution. I put these little crystal, what are they called? Like fan poles, because crystal is really good to break up the energy of a ceiling fan for feng shui. Keep the evil eye over here. We also have laundry here, but there is no laundry in it yet. We ordered a washer and the fucking dryer is not fucking available. So we're still waiting for that. So we're not gonna have the washer delivered till the dryer is delivered. So we're going to fucking laundromat all the time. Anyway, that is pretty much my room for the moment, and I will sit down and have a little sit down video with you eventually about what really happened when we were actually moving across the country, because I really wanted to show you guys more. I wanted to have multiple vlogs. I wanted to have like a pre-moving vlog and then a moving vlog and then a post-moving vlog. This is just all a moving vlog now, so ignore the whole pre-moving vlog. This is just a moving vlog all together, and it's not 100% yet, but yeah, by the way, the humidity in North Carolina is no joke. It's February and it's been 70 degrees today. It was 70 degrees and I did my hair all nice and I feel like it looks like shit. And it's also probably because we went on a walk on the Greenway, and a Greenway is basically kind of like a trail or like a nature preserve or whatever. And we're really close to like an actual nature preserve. So there's like a Greenway, like a nature trail to get there. And so there's a really pretty one by our house. So we've been going and doing that every day. So that's also why I look a little gross, but whatever. Anywho, I will have a sit down video with you eventually and describe a little bit more what happened when we were moving, because it was intense. It was crazy. There was a lot of crazy shit that happened. It was a time. It was a time. Excuse me. Say hi to everybody. Let me know how the move went. Thank you for your opinion. All right, so I kind of want to give you guys a lowdown on the whole moving thing because I didn't get a chance to do that. So remember when I told you earlier that I was worried about my symptoms coming into play? Well, they did. So on the first day, which was a Tuesday, we left early. I was already kind of having my symptoms. And then what happened was when we were leaving New Mexico, it was very, very snowy. We're in the middle of like an ice storm. It was pretty unsafe, and all the roads in New Mexico are not taken care of. So what happened was while we were driving, I already wasn't really feeling good. And then we got to a part where, number one, it was like 29 degrees. So if you got any water in your windshield, it instantly froze. And then on top of that, all of the crap from the road, I can't remember if it's like magnesium or salt, whatever it is. It's this red clay dirt stuff. It basically got stuck in my windshield. I had a complete panic attack. I couldn't see anything. I followed a truck off the exit to his truck stop where, thank God, my 2 brothers were. And then I asked my 3rd brother to come meet me. But it was bad. Like, it was full panic attack. It was terrible. I couldn't see anything out of my windshield. And I'm going to put pictures in here because I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but from the outside, it looked like you could see in, but from the inside, especially with light coming through, I literally couldn't see anything. So that was terrifying. We get back in the car. I'm pretty shaken up. My symptoms are obviously worse under stress. And I just feel like I only made it like 30 minutes out. My brother called me and he was like, hey, you're like slowing down and going faster. And like, he's like, what's going on? And I was like, honestly, like my symptoms are really bad. I'm having a really, really hard time focusing. I pull off and I have to have one of my other brothers driving the truck come back and drive with me. So he drove the rest of the way. And then he also drove when we went through Texas. And by the way, when we got to Texas, the minute we hit that state line, the roads were clear. So that tells me there and of again, New Mexico's infrastructure sucks ass. Okay, so even Texas, even though there was butt-fuck nothing, the entire time we went through Texas to get to Oklahoma, the roads were clear. Okay, and it was still wintry conditions. We get to Oklahoma, by the way, that was our stop. Oklahoma City was the first night, and we were really excited because there's actually a fucking spa there. There was a jacuzzi spa. And then we went to go use it, and there's a whole bunch of raucous, loud people using it. So we ended up using that night. So that's really upsetting. Anyway, the next day, we drive from Texas all the way to Nashville. That day actually was our longest day, but I feel like it was actually the most fine day. Nothing really happened. It went pretty well. My symptoms were really bad at night that night, but during the day, actually, they were okay. I probably could have driven. The problem was I didn't really know. And the problem with the symptoms in general is I don't really know when they're going to happen, when they could be worse, they could be better. I mean, I have some symptoms one day, the next day I don't have it at all. The next day they come back. It really doesn't make any sense. Things are ping-ponging around in there. So I didn't really know. And basically the second night, my other brother, he was like, listen, I'm not driving the truck anymore by myself. So you need to figure your shit out. And I was like, okay, well, I'm sick. So it's not like it's a fucking choice, but fine. So I agreed to drive the third day to North Carolina. And when that happened, I told him the requisite, he had to drive with me. So he was still at least a passenger. I didn't feel safe driving by myself. And a couple of times, like I actually fell asleep on the road and he didn't even notice, which was a little scary, but inevitably we made it here and it was a mess. But by the way, in the car on the third day, Kalinka unfortunately took a shit in the car. She didn't take a shit before she left the hotel on the third morning, and she was acting really weird. Tyler said, because she was in his car, he said that she was acting really strange and like trying to pull in the blanket. He didn't understand what she was doing. And all of a sudden she takes this massive shit. So he used to pull off, and thank God he actually pulls out the same gas station we just pulled off to like a minute before. But yeah, it was a hot mess. That shit blanket, by the way, still has not been washed because we do not have a washer dryer yet. So yeah, it's still sitting outside. Anyway, that's kind of like the main thing of what happened. I mean, summing that up in just a few minutes, that's the main thing of the trip. And because I wasn't alone, I didn't film. So that's why I didn't have any thoughts, and I didn't listen to any audiobooks because I listened to music the whole time or I talked to my brothers. So I didn't get to listen to any of the audiobooks I wanted to, but actually now that I've been back home, I've been catching up on those audiobooks. And then as soon as we got into North Carolina that day, we actually went to La Trattoria, which is one of our favorite places we went to when we first visited Raleigh. And we went back there and got some coffee, and then I got some, pancakes. My brother got an acai bowl. So we kind of wanted to fuel up a little bit before we went to go move everything into the house, and we did. And then one brother left the next day, and then one brother left 2 days later. So now it's just me and Tyler here, and the cat who wants to get out. And that's pretty much the fun moving story. Other than that, we're mostly moved in. We have a few things we want to do. We just got a bookcase from IKEA we have to build still, and I'm going to eventually put that up in our living room. It's only a Billy, so it's pretty small, but if we got two, they wouldn't fit in the alcove. These are pretty small alcoves here, but the fireplace here is really large. Anyway, this whole process has been kind of a mess. I really wanted to do separate videos, but it just made sense to put everything together because I didn't have enough for separate vlogs in the first place, especially because I obviously didn't even have one while I was actually traversing the country. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, there's some really funny things that happened while we were there. So the first day while we were traveling, Tyler actually got pulled over by a fucking cop because the cop had snow on his car and Tyler's trying to go around him because he didn't want the snow falling on his car because it was already really limited in sight and trying to see what was going on. So he didn't want the snow to fall on his car. So he sped around the cop because he didn't even notice it was a cop, and the cop pulled him the fuck over and he had to pay that fucking ticket. And then on the second day, when my brother and I were driving, and I'm gonna put in the footage, and it's really crappy footage from my brother's like radar detector, but I mean, you can still hear us in it. So my other brother, while he was driving the truck, got pulled over by a cop for cutting too close to a truck. I'm telling you guys, it was quite an eventful trip.
That's a cop. Oh no! Is that Jared?
I don't know. Road trips are fun, guys. And our landlords, since we've been here, have been really, really, really nice. They fixed a lot of issues we've had with the place. I mean, there were definitely a lot of issues, and they were so surprised by like the surmounting issues we put on a list that they actually have come and seen us twice in person already. They fixed my screeching shower. They added a light into the microwave, and all these other things. They fixed the windows. None of the windows had screens. They did a really amazing job, and they've been really, really helpful. So shout out to my landlords. You'll probably never see this, but you're really, really great. I really love you guys. You're awesome. Thank you so much. You made this process so much easier. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat dinner now because Tyler just got home from picking it up. And expect some more videos out of me. I still have not even filmed like my best videos of the year. I haven't filmed my quarter 4. I haven't filmed so many things because moving took up so much more of my time than I realized it was going to. And it's kind of taken my life. So I'm doing everything just so much later. I mean, I expect to still put out a January wrap up and all these things. It's gonna take me some time, guys. So I'm just gonna apologize in advance. Everything's gonna be so much more delayed than you're expecting. So you'll probably get the January wrap up in March, but you know what? At least you're gonna get it. So be patient, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.